The Widow and the Talking Calabash. A folk tale from rural Africa. Long ago, in a dusty village shaded by baobab trees and guarded by ancient hills, there lived a poor widow named Mama Nia. Her skin was the color of the earth after rain, and her eyes carried both sorrow and strength. She had lost her husband during the last planting season to a snake bite, and with no children of her own, she was left alone. Her hut stood on the edge of the village near the bush path, with a small garden that barely grew anything but bitterleaf and dry maize. Still, Mama Nia was known throughout the village of Kigalani for her gentle spirit. Though her stomach often rumbled, her door remained open to the hungry. Each morning, before the rooster crowed, Mama Nia swept the compound with a twig broom, humming old songs from her grandmother. She would walk barefoot to the stream, carrying her clay pot on her head, greeting birds, insects, and even the trees like old friends. One day, as the sun dipped low and cast long shadows, Mama Nia spotted a strange calabash floating upstream, against the current. It was smooth and golden, carved with ancient symbols she did not recognize. As she reached out, the water stilled. She touched it, and it spoke. "Kind mother," said a soft, musical voice, "your hands have fed others even when they were empty. I have come to repay your kindness. Take me home." Her heart pounded like a drum at festival time, but she was not afraid. She cradled the calabash like a newborn and returned home. That night, the calabash began to sing, a soft hum, like wind through tall grass. When Mama Nia opened it, it was full of hot food, soft yam, fried plantains, spicy stew, and sweet fruits she hadn't tasted in years. Her eyes watered. The calabash continued its miracles. Every evening, it produced just enough for Mama Nia and a few others. She invited orphans, travelers, and even the old madman who spoke to goats. No one left her hut hungry. Soon, her compound became the heart of the village. Children danced in her yard, women came to sit and sing, and men brought firewood just to hear her laughter again. But not all hearts were pure. Chief Gamba, who wore feathers in his cap and gold around his neck, grew jealous. "Why should an old widow be more loved than me, a chief?" he snarled. One night, he sent his guards to seize the calabash. Mama Nia begged them not to take it, but they laughed and dragged it away. The chief placed it in the center of his palace, ordering it to feed him. But when he opened it, a whirlwind burst out, of bees, frogs, snakes, and smoke. The palace turned upside down. Chickens flew into trees. Chief Gamba ran into the night, screaming and swatting at invisible things. The calabash vanished from the palace and reappeared in Mama Nia's hut, glowing softly. From that day, no one dared touch it but her, and she never used it for greed. She continued feeding the poor, comforting the lonely, and dancing with the children during moon festivals. Years passed, and Mama Nia grew older, her hair turning white like morning fog. Before her final breath, she whispered to the calabash, "Find the next kind soul, and keep the circle going." And so, they say, in quiet corners of Africa, a golden calabash still floats from stream to stream, searching for hearts like Mama Nia's, hearts that give without asking,